Welcome to Beyond History with Ryan Eberhart. I'm Ryan Eberhart. So, this is our introduction episode. I say our, it's me. This is my introduction episode. So, what I mean by Beyond History is I talk about the history of things. Everything in the world has a history. Every topic, math, science, a place, a location, a movie, a person, they all have a history. So I want to take the time to research those histories and present it to you. Hopefully in no more than 15 minutes, maybe a half an hour. Some videos might be longer. Some videos might be in two parts or multiple parts. I will start with my location, everything around Metro Detroit. I'll end up doing cemeteries, historic homes, museums. I'll try to stick with small museums, such as the Westland Historic Village Park that I am the president of. I will, if I do large museums like Greenfield Village or Henry Ford Museum, I would end up doing those in pieces. So I would give the history of possibly the Firestone Farm, or they have a slaves' quarters. So I would give a history of those places individually instead of the park as a whole. But I want to promote small museums, historical locations, as well as large museums like the Henry Ford and Greenfield Village. I also want to talk about genealogy because that's a big part of my life. And going to cemeteries is a big part of genealogy, as some of my friends would agree. I might have people on for interviews. I might even go ahead and do woodworking projects as a video, or some sort of craft, maybe show you basket weaving or cross stitch, or some other craft that might interest you. And I will go ahead and list those individually in playlists, so you don't have to go searching through all my videos, because I'm sure that you will find some videos interesting and others not. I will also do movie reviews, book reviews. This is kind of a catch-all channel. So hopefully you find something that you're interested in, and you'll watch my videos. Videos will hopefully be posted at least once a week, possibly more. My book reviews will be about nonfiction and fiction. My movie reviews will be based on basically what I've seen, and what, I will never give you false information. I always research what I'm talking about. For instance, I'm reading a book on one of the first conspiracies in American history, which was the attempted assassination of George Washington. The author, and talk about this in another video, the author talked about how the British Army during the Revolution tried to infect the Continental Army with smallpox. And I found this interesting that they specifically tried to infect Washington with smallpox. However, it didn't work because about a decade or two earlier, he had traveled to Barbados with his brother because his brother was dying of tuberculosis, and they felt that the climate down there would help his tuberculosis. Unfortunately, it didn't. Tuberculosis ended up killing his brother. However, while they were there, George Washington contracted smallpox, and for a month or two, he tried to survive, because smallpox is much more serious than chickenpox, which is in the same family. He had sores on his face. Some people eventually get sores all over their body, including their mouth and their throat. So when they pop the sores, it looks like pimples, but they're large. They end up getting infected and dying from the disease. However, George Washington survived, and he was basically inoculated. He had an immunity to smallpox, which prevented him from getting smallpox in 1775 when there was an epidemic, especially in the New England states, but all the colonies were affected. The British Army was trying to send loyalists into the Confederate. I'm sorry. They were trying to send loyalists into the Continental Army camps that were infected with smallpox to infect the army and in turn infect Washington, but it didn't work. So that's one of the stories that I want to talk about. I'll talk about my family. We've been in Michigan since 1840, but researching since I was 11 years old, and yesterday, January 1st, was my 43rd birthday. I have learned that a lot of my family basically started on the East Coast, eventually made it to the West Coast, and now they're sort of moving back to the East Coast. As other families do, I want to talk about some of my famous family members. I am related to Disney. I am related to FDR. I have found in the last couple of years that I'm related to Nathan Hale, as well as several governors from the colonial period to possibly the present. One thing I will not talk about, because it's bored to death, everybody is bored to death of it, is current politics. I will talk about politics in historical terms only. I will not talk about my personal politics on this channel. However, if you find my Facebook page, you may end up seeing some of my posts, and you will figure out what my political background is. But this channel is politics free, except in historical context. For instance, I will talk about FDR's New Deal because it's over 25 years old. I will talk about what led up to the Civil War, what led up to the American Revolution in historical context only. I won't pick a side. However, as far as Civil War, you may find that I have picked a side. Some of my woodshop projects, if you see behind me, you'll see my workstation. It's kind of in disarray right now. I got some new tools for Christmas, including a table saw, which I didn't have before. So I have to rearrange the workspace in order to maximize and use the space efficiently. I think that's it. So hopefully you'll find items that you want to listen to, watch. Unfortunately, I won't be able to put music on in the background because I don't own the rights to the music. But anything that I find on YouTube that I can use as a background, music, I'll try to do that. It'll probably be what we used to call elevator music, or maybe piano or something like that. So yeah, hopefully you like the videos that I post. Wherever I travel in the United States, I'll try to make a video. I might do some lives, but mostly it'll be edited videos for you to peruse. Yes, I like to use fancy words. So my background is I have a master's in social science and a bachelor's in social studies. I was trained to be a history teacher, social studies teacher. I have my social studies is specifically history, political science, geography, and economics. My social science master's is history, political science, and geography. I have been doing family tree research, both professionally. I did get paid a few times, and not as an amateur, mostly since I was 11. So that would be 32 years. I have over 23,000 names on my family tree. As I said before, I have FDR, Disney, and many other famous people in American history. I don't have too many that I know off the top of my head or remember off the top of my head that are from Europe. Although I have traced my family tree back to southern Germany, Normandy, England, Scotland, Ireland, Sweden, Switzerland. I have loyalists on the British side for the American Revolution. I have colonists on the Continental Army. I have several ancestors that fought on both sides of the Revolution. I have ancestors that fought in the War of 1812. The Civil War, I'm very interested in the Civil War, so you'll probably see a lot of videos on that. So, yeah, hopefully you like what I put out there. Talk to you guys later. And if you like the channel, please subscribe and share. And you can also find me on Facebook at Beyond History. I'll probably start a Twitter page and a Instagram, possibly a TikTok. We'll see. But I'll list all the social medias in the credits when I post a video. So please watch until the end of the video when you watch, so you will see all the social media listed and anybody who was in the video, if I have a guest. What else? I think that's it. So hopefully you like what you see. And I'm probably going to shave or trim my beard. But right now it's warm because it's January 2nd and it's probably 20 degrees out. So this is keeping my face warm. So, all right. Talk to you guys later.